Welcome back, everybody, to the NBA 2K22 MyNBA expansion series with the Scouts. And today, we are back in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we are once again taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, who upset the 1-seed Pistons in the first round, taking down Hal Atkins, the reigning MVP. And they also took down the 5-seed Celtics. Both of those series, they won in 6 games. We swept our first 2 series, and we actually might have the easiest road to the finals in history of the league, because we played the 7-seed Wizards in the first round, swept them, played the 6-seed Raptors in the second round, swept them, and now we have to face the 8-seed. So overall, it's been a really crazy playoff bracket. A lot of upsets, and hopefully we are not the next team to fall to that same thing. And I am going to try and condense the entire series in this episode. Unless it goes beyond like 5 games, then we will have a part 2. But for now, we're going to try and see what we can do with 1 episode and try and round this thing out. So let's just get right down to it. I do want to sim the first half of game 1 and go from there. So that is what we're going to do. And let's just click play game here. And I do got to fix this real quick. Okay, it's time to simcast game 1, or at least the first half. And if it's within like 10 or so points, or 15 points maybe, we will jump in and watch. But the game starts off with a pretty good start for the Scouts. And after the end of the first quarter, we lead 32-16. So doubling up the Cavaliers' score. We're going back and forth here in the second. Cavaliers trying to whittle away at our lead prior to halftime. But by halftime, we do lead by 17 points. So I am going to keep simming unless the game gets close. And then we'll jump into game 2, which it seems like it's going to be the case, because we are just destroying them here in this third quarter. We hold them to 20 points. And now fourth quarter, we are hanging in front. There's not really any room for the Cavaliers to come back in this one. And we are going to take game 1 by a score of 123-96. Let's look at this box score. So we had a lot of guys that scored in double figures. Weaver was the top scorer, the only guy above 20 points. He dropped 28, 5, and 8. Kirk Banks, 19 points. Ronnie Jordan, a big double-double, 18 points, 13 assists, which is a career high. I think it tied for his career high. And Anunoby had 13 points, while Cartwright and Mullen had 12, and Big Roy had 10 and 12, which he just has this gene where he performs a lot better in the playoffs. The Cavaliers had 24 for Billy Perkins, 16 for Sexton, 16 for Baisley, and Garland had only 10 points. I did put Jordan on Sexton, and I put Weaver on Garland, and it worked out here in game 1. And here we go in game 2 at the Sprint Center. We lead the series 1-0. Roy Valentine wins the tip here in game 2. Let's get started. Weaver lobs it for Kirk Banks right over the top of Billy Perkins. And we are off to a pretty exciting start. Colin Sexton, who we did at 8, has a shot blocked by Ronnie Jordan. We'll see if he still takes all the Cavalier shots. Garland for 3. That one rattles out. And a good start to defense as well. Jordan wants to attack the rim, but he posterizes Colin Sexton. He's just too strong for him. Garland with the ball. He takes the screen. Got the switch. Pass back out to Jarrett Allen. Really like a behind-the-back handoff. And those are the first Cavalier points. Jordan attacks once again and gets the layup to fall. Sexton penetrates. Tough shot over Jordan. No good. Are we going to see another lockdown game from Jordan on Colin Sexton? Let's find out. Weaver back to Banks, wide open corner 3. It's good. The Scouts lead 9-2. Sexton, really tough layup, and Banks, some solid defense there as well. Anunoby will take it himself, and he draws the shooting foul on Garland. The first on him and the first on Cleveland. So free throws for Anunoby, who is starting pretty much because Bowman is hurt. And Banks had to move back to power forward. But I do like Anunoby. He's a good defender and a good three-point shooter. But he goes 1 for 2 at the line right there. Sexton puts up a wild shot, but it goes in. I guess he's due for a make every now and then, but good God. Jordan, top of the key, 3. That one drops. We are off to a very hot start here in offense. Sexton, another wild shot, and it's good again. What is going on here? Ronnie Jordan takes the screen, flies past Perkins. Nice recovery on defense, but Banks got the offensive rebound. Colin Sexton with the ball. Trying to put the moves on Jordan. He fades away and scores for the 3rd straight time. He has already taken 6 shots. I don't think my edits to his tendencies really have done much here. I'll try and fix those after this game is over. Jordan pulls up at his face, knocks it down, and drew the foul. Ronnie Jordan so far, 9 points, 4 for 5. And this free throw can give him 10. And it does. Scouts lead by 10. Screen for Sexton. He got the switch, and he finds Allen at the rim for a easy bucket right there. But Billy Perkins is still scoreless for the Cavaliers. Is he kind of a player like Arthur Ellis where he sims well but does not play well while watching? I don't really know, but it seems like it from what we've seen from him the past couple of years. As Valentine, the offensive rebound, and he puts it back in. Sexton attacks once again. This time it's no good. I think overall we will always live with a couple of makes by Sexton if he does not at least shoot above like 45%. Weaver, a wide open triple, it drops. 23-10 is your score. Not even halfway through this first quarter. Sexton over Jordan, tough shot, too strong. Weaver, another open 3. It's in again. A 16-point lead for Kansas City. 26 points with still over half the quarter left. Sexton tries again, and again it's too strong. Weaver finds the mismatch down low for Roy Valentine. The bucket and the foul. The second on Darius Garland, and a chance for Valentine to make it a 19-point lead for the Scouts. The home crowd came to see a spectacle, and so far, it's been a blowout. We take this game to the second quarter. With 6:07 to play, we lead 64-32. We have doubled their score, and we could be on our way to 80 first half points as Sexton jacks up another shot. And Ronnie Jordan has played some lockdown defense and some pretty great offense too. We also have 15 more boards than they do, but that's because they've shot the ball so poorly, and we have shot very well. Antonio Graves spins, puts up a shot, and it's no good. Sexton for 3, got some space and knocks it down. We scored 45 points in the first quarter. We've scored 19 so far in this one. And Anunoby spins, fades away, and it's too strong, but a decent attempt there. Sexton can't get past Jordan, and Valentine comes to block the shot. Antonio Graves, mid-range jumper, no good, but Valentine is there for the putback jam. He's got 7 points, 8 boards. Sexton pulls the trigger and again is offline. I really got to fix him because he is a mess of a character. And an OB for 3. Too strong. Jarrett Allen backs down Valentine and puts a shot up. That is good. So Boston, Cartwright, and Mullen have checked in for the scouts. We still have Valentine and Ronnie Jordan out there. And Ronnie Jordan at the rim posterizes Murphy. 19 first half points here for Jordan. 80% shooting in just 16 minutes of action. He has been stellar here in this first half, as he somehow gets scored on once again by one of those wild Sexton shots. He was 6 for 17 from the field. I guess we can live with that. BJ Boston slips around Jarrett Allen and scores at the rim. Nice job. Sexton shot is blocked by Ronnie Jordan. He's so damn good. Boston pulls up and misses the shot. Weber has a mismatch on BJ Boston and he scores. They have shot 38%. We've shot 64% as we lead by 29. Jordan hop steps, goes back to Boston for a wide open 3. It's good. Ronnie Jordan finds the open man, and we have seen what a passer he has become. Sexton spins, fires, no good. How is he this broken? I don't know. Jordan at the rim scores once again. He's got 21. Sexton tries again. It's no good. Stellar defense by Ronnie Jordan once again. Boston had a lane and then takes a contested layup that's blocked by Jarrett Allen. Allen pulls up. Or not Allen, Sexton. How did I somehow get those two mixed up? He is the only guy who takes the shots on the team. So Mullen backs down Sexton. Yop steps and scores. It's 77-41. We are almost done here in game 2, I promise. Sexton puts up another shot. It's no good. Last shot of the first half. Boston pulls up from 3 and rattles out, and we lead by 36 at halftime. This game has been over since pretty much the first couple of minutes. And that will put the stamp on things right there. It is 145-91, and Sexton still wants to shoot and score. I really don't know how the Cavaliers beat the Pistons in 6 games. I really don't know. Somebody had to have gotten hurt at some point, because this team is an 8 seed that is not ready to play a team like us. But the Pistons, I think, are. But we lead the series 2-0. Ronnie Jordan drops 33, 8, and 7, 2 steals and 2 blocks. Kirk Banks, well, one of the best days of his career, 31 points, 9 boards. Weaver, 27 and 11. Valentine, 13 and 11. And all players score in double figures except for Anunoby, who scored 1 point. But the rest of the guys that played scored at least 10. And we absolutely demolished the Cavaliers. Billy Perkins had 31 and 10. I think we saw one of his baskets at the most. So that's pretty wild. But I have to fix Colin Sexton. We're going to do it right now. Okay, I think I have to lower his touches down to like the mid-70s. Ronnie Jordan's is like around this point. Jordan's shot is at 84. I just compared them because I wanted to see what the difference was in his play versus Jordan's. And I think if we lower the touches down to around here, that will help. But also maybe lower his ISO stuff a little bit. I'll lower drive more. I'll lower drive rights and driving crossover and step back. just to make sure that he does not take this many shots, because it's way too much. I think it should be okay now, I want to say. All that being said, let's simcast the first half of Game 3 and see what transpires and go from there. If we win, then we will watch a good amount of Game 4 to close it out, hopefully. But the first quarter, we're not really pulling away. In fact, it's a pretty close game after one, with only a 4-point lead for the Scouts. And the second quarter going our way so far. A really good defensive quarter, at least, for both teams, it seems. In fact, it's a very close game to start the second half. Let's jump in here. So it's the first game in Cleveland in the series. Game 3, Scouts lead 2-0. As Weaver jacks up a wild shot that's blocked by Jarrett Allen. But a very tight first half, back and forth the whole way pretty much. And we lead by 2, 59-57. Perkins with the ball, spins and fires. That's a wide open shot, but he missed it. Jordan, backdoor cut, great play, and Weaver found him on the pass. Garland drives, and he scores. Jordan drives, baseline, and dunks. He just flew past Colin Sexton, too fast for him. And again, Jordan's got 21 here in the early third quarter. Sexton, baseline drive, reverse layup is blocked, but also it's a foul on Mullen, his fourth. As I believe he did start the first, or he started this half. And Valentine was about to check back in anyways, so Mullen will head to the bench with 4 fouls. As Sexton misses the free throw. And he ends up going 1 for 2. Weaver flies past Garland, pulls up, it's no good. And Banks can't hang on to the ball that was tipped out of there by Valentine. Garland has the ball. He goes to Allen. Now Sexton, time cutting down. He has to force a 3. And it's no good. Time cutting down for the Scouts. Weaver has a lot of space for a 3. It's good. He has been on fire this entire series from beyond the arc. There's Garland. Spins. Got a bunch of space off of Valentine, but he missed it. Weaver for 3 again. No good this time, but it's out of bounds off of Jarrett Allen. So we keep the ball. Valentine, a screen for Jordan. Jordan fires a 3. It's no good, though. Sexton pulls up and knocks it down. Very nice shot. That was contested. Valentine, spin move and a shot. That's no good. Again, don't love him taking jump shots, especially that are contested. Time cutting down for Billy Perkins. He has to pull up, but it's no good. Solid D there by Kirk Banks. Jordan drives and draws the foul. That's the first on Sexton and the first on the Cavaliers in the quarter. The first free throw is up and good. And the second makes this game a 6-point game. Sexton got the switch. And Anunoby now guarding him. Another screen is set. He drives. Out of a shot, it's blocked. He gets it back and can't score. Great defense. Antonio Graves drives, and he scores a tough one over Weber. Sexton fades away and hits. Antonio Graves, a really contested shot there. Had a bunch of paint defenders right there in his face. Sexton flies to the rim. We'll watch one final player before we sim. Jordan, the open look in the mid-range. It's good. Scouts lead by 6. We will pick this one up with about 8 or 7 to go in the fourth. So 7:38 to go. Scouts holding on to a very slim lead right now, 96-92. Jordan will try to increase it here, and he does. Great take. Sexton pulls up, but it's no good. Jordan spins, help comes, but it's too late. Ronnie Jordan has been an absolute machine in these first couple of games of the series. Garland now finds a wide open lane, and Anunoby fouls him. So a 3-point play. Just a dumb play right there by OG. And Garland knocks down the free throw. It's a 5-point game. Jordan off a screen. Gets inside. Missed a layup with Valentine. Another putback jam. He is so fantastic at following the ball and knowing where the ball is going to come off the rim. He is so fun. Oh my God. Garland just broke Weaver's ankles and missed a wide open shot. There was nobody even close to him. Weaver will try and blow by him, and he scores with a soft touch off the glass. 18 points for Weaver, 8 for 18 from the field, and a plus-minus of plus 21. The lob is snatched by Ronnie Jordan. Weaver on the wing, gets inside, goes up, and scores. What a fantastic job by both players. Perkins, a very deep three. It's good. What a shot. And Anunoby has the ball. Shot clock is winding down. And he lays that one in. Weber was looking the wrong way. Sexton trying to respond, and he knocks down the three. 7-point game, under 5 to go. Weaver takes a screen from Valentine, gets around Jared Allen, and scores again. Great job to use the backboard. He's got 22. Perkins wants to attack. Oh my God. That was so physical. He just blew by Kirk Banks. Just great job right there by Perkins, which we have not seen much from him, but we have seen much from Damian Weaver, who knows that one is dropping. 25 on the day, 11 in the quarter, as that puts us back up by 10 with 4 to go. Garland called for, I think, a push-off there, and that is a bad foul because now we take over and a chance to extend this lead to perhaps a insurmountable one. And Anunoby has to jack up a deep three. It's no good. So a good stop there by Cleveland. 5 on the shot clock for the Cavaliers. Weber has to jack this one up, and it's good. A huge height advantage over Weaver, so not much you can do to contest that shot. Weaver, a deep three. No good. Garland penetrates, hands off to Perkins. He scores. Jordan is double teamed. And Anunoby has the ball now, and he lost it. A steal by Perkins. Bad news for the Scouts. He pulls up and knocks it down. Our lead has been cut down to 4 with 2 minutes left. It is now anybody's game. Jordan almost turned the ball over. Weaver gets the ball back, fires a three, but it's no good. Garland lays that one in. It is a 1-score game. An 8-0 run by the Cavaliers. 5 on the clock. Banks has the ball. Got to get a decent look here, but it's not. And it's no good. The Cavs can tie or take the lead right here. Garland misses the shot. And Anunoby just outboarded Jared Allen. Great job. And now Jordan, after a great feed right there from OG Anunoby. That was a thread-the-needle pass. Jordan's got 31. We are back up by 4, but still plenty of basketball left. The fans here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse are on their feet. Cavaliers have the ball down by 4. They pretty much have to score right here. Garland Goes inside, hands off to Allen, who muscles off Valentine for a bucket. This game's not over yet. But Weaver in the corner for three says, yes, it is! What a pass there by Ronnie Jordan to find a Weaver in the corner. Weaver and Jordan are such a fun duo, man, and it was not always this way. It used to be like Weaver would take all the shots as Valentine blocks Garland's shot. They have to foul. But in the first couple of years, it was more so Weaver being the star player, kind of taking shots away from Jordan before he was really the player that he is now. But I think right here, this tandem of Jordan as the 91 overall, Weaver as the 87, I think this right here is the best this duo has ever been. I really cannot think of a time where these two guys played at such a high level together on the court than this year. The free throw is good. The second one is up and good as well. We lead by 7. And the arena is quiet because this game is over. The Scouts are going to have a 3-0 lead in this series. One game away from our third straight sweep of the playoffs. And it's silent here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Billy Perkins drops 18 and 10. Baisley goes for 16. Torres goes for 15. Garland and Sexton both held below 15 points. The Scouts had 33 from Jordan with 9 assists. 28 points for Weaver, who was electric there in that fourth quarter, putting that game to bed. Kirk Banks, 18 and 11. How has he been playing? He's been playing some fantastic basketball these last couple of weeks. Cartwright, 13 points. Graves, 11. And Valentine, 13 boards. And now we are one win away from our return to the finals after our first championship last season. So we're on track to defend our title. And we're going to Simcast Game 4 right now and wrap this series up. I think we should sweep this one. But anything can happen now that I think, fixed Colin Sexton. And so far, the Scouts continue to dominate the Cavaliers, who really have not had an answer for us in a couple of seasons. They have really been kind of a son to us, so to speak. We take this one to the fourth quarter. We are holding on to a decent lead here. And they are running out of time to win this one. And they will not win it. Let's watch the celebration here on the road. As the clock winds down here in Game 4, we are going to win this one 125-109. And the Scouts are going back to the finals once again. A chance for us to defend our championship from last season. And also a chance to go back-to-back. 3 straight sweeps in these finals. We have been on top of the Eastern Conference for several years in a row. Darius Garland drops 26 points. Perkins goes for 20 and 10. The Scouts get 45, 11, and 8 from Ronnie Jordan. He has just been absolutely perfect in these last couple of series. I mean, this was absurd, but he was on track for 40 plus in both of the last 2 games. Weaver drops 26, Banks drops 18, Valentine a double-double, and we win by 16 points. And we held them to 40% shooting. And we have punched our ticket yet again to the finals. We have been the complete dominant force over in the East for at least 4 straight seasons, I think. Despite us not being the first seed, we have made the finals, I think, 4 years in a row now without that glitched season. And we are the first team to make it back here. And who are we going to face in the finals? It's either a 7 seed or an 8 seed, Memphis or Denver. It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies, who have really surprised the Western Conference with their play. They swept the 2 seed Lakers, who had Cade Cunningham, and now we have to face them in the finals, who I think we have not really watched many games against throughout this franchise. So this is the Grizzlies roster. They have point guard Trae Young, who I'm not sure who I want to play on him right now. I could put Weaver, I could put Jordan, not really sure which one. They do have Reuben Hunter, who is their shooting guard, so we might as well put Jordan on Trae Young, because I believe Weaver is either 6'1 or 6'3 or 6'2, so he could probably guard Reuben Hunter, and I gotta put our best defender on Trae Young, and that's Ronnie Jordan. So we're gonna do that. They have Gafford at center. They have Zaire Williams still at small forward. They have Ethan Newton coming off the bench, I believe. They also have Sid Sykes, Zeke Naji, Sammy Goodrich. They have a lot of really good centers here on their team. They have 5 centers within a 3 overall range, and that is who we face in Game 1 of the finals next episode, guys. So that wraps up the episode, guys, and we are back in the finals, and it's a really good way to wrap up the first decade of Scouts basketball. And this is our second to last year with the team prior to the long-term sim to wrap up the entire series as a whole. So next year is our last one focusing on this team. And that means that if we do win these finals, then we have a chance at a 3-peat next year to wrap up the series. And I want to have a really good series here against the Grizzlies, because sweeping teams is not that fun, but winning in 7 sure as hell is. So hopefully that is what we get, a really good playoff series here against Memphis. And we start with Game 1 next episode. So look forward to that. And until then, take care and go Scouts.